Hello everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy X. This is a JRPG released in 2001 for the PlayStation 2 and then later released as an HD remaster for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. This is going to be a 100% Let's Play of it. As far as I know, I've done so much research on that. I've been playing it since I was like 5 years old. So, absolutely obsessed with this game and I'm super excited to experience it with you guys. To quickly understand, just so you guys can get into this video and understand how I do things, I won't be talking over cutscenes or anything like that. I feel like a lot of people watch, sometimes they watch just for commentary, but then sometimes they watch for the game and then they want to mix it both. So hopefully I can provide a little bit of both. I'm super excited and I've been planning this for a little over a year and have done all my research, and hopefully I can provide a really cool experience for you guys. If you haven't played the game, maybe I can convince you to give it a try. And if you have played the game, hopefully you get to see how someone else feels about the game, and hopefully it brings back nostalgia. So, I wanted to say before I get started, because I don't really want to be interrupted by it, you get the option of a standard sphere grid and an expert sphere grid. I'm going to go with standard because that's how it is on the PS2, and I feel like I want this to be a little bit more accessible for people who played the PS2 version. So I'm also going to go with the original soundtrack, although the arranged soundtrack is super beautiful and I absolutely love it. I'm going to go with the original just for that sake. So anyways, I've held us back a little bit too long on this, so I'm excited to go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Final Fantasy X.
Listen to my story. This may be our last chance.
So our journey begins here at Xanarkand, outside of our home. I wish we could go in and see what it looks like, but sadly we can't. And what a long journey it's going to be. So, let's just simply start off by adoring to our admiring fans.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
Alright, so you can name your character. However, I'm gonna stick with the actual name of the character, which is pronounced Titus, not Titus. Growing up, I pronounced it Titus, but I looked all over the internet and it says that the actual pronunciation is indeed Titus. So, let's hope I can get a hang of it. So, I'm gonna be calling him Titus throughout the whole entire series.
Good luck tonight.
He's a smooth devil.
Oh, if I score a goal,
I put a V at the end of that smooth. Smooth.
Do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Spoiler alert, you never see this woman again. Let's talk to the children, because really, the children make up, you know, the majority of fan bases for most things.
No problem.
Gotta be a hero to the children.
Alrighty.
Me too.
Take it easy.
Alright, so now that we've signed all of our autographs, it's best that we get on our way. But first...
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well...
You can't tonight.
I mean, tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
This is the city of Xanarkand. I grew up in a pretty small town, so I couldn't ever imagine living in a giant, like, metropolis. It's a giant machine city made of machina. It's absolutely wonderful. The giant buildings, and sometimes, hopefully we can see it again, in the background you can see sometimes, like, water to the right there, water just kind of flowing everywhere off of buildings, and it's just so beautiful.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, checked, gone, vanished into thin air. My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today to see the star of the Abes. In just 1 year, he's become the team's #1 player. He's Jack's blood and the new hope of Blitzball. What kind of super play will he show us today? Will we see his father's legendary shot? I don't think I'm the only one excited here, folks.
Make way, make way! Coming through, sorry. Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let go of me.
6-year-old me dreamed of being a blitzball player. I wish it was real. I think it's like one of the coolest things of all time. But anyway, sadly, we'll never know if we were going to win the game or not because, well, our pretty beautiful city has been destroyed. So I guess we're just going to follow the pack.
Oren! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for
What are you talking about?
Or, you know, just follow a random man in a red coat. You know, whenever you're in doubt, just follow strangers. Don't do that. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea. Didn't mean to say it.
Huh?
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Uh, what the? Huh? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
you. Look, we called it sin.
Sin?
Take it. A gift from Jekt.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Alright, here we go. It's the first instance of battling.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Alright, so I would like to say, on screen, every time that we meet a new enemy, I will have their stats and, like, the experience that we gain. Hold on 1 second. Max, stop it! That's my dog. If you hear a dog whimpering in the background, I am super sorry. Anyway, so their stats will be on the screen. These are sin scales. And basically we're tracking, like, their health, their MP, the experience that they give, and the guild that they give. For now, it's pretty simple. Oh yeah, and this is a turn-based RPG, so basically you have a menu, and then you go through the menu and do it as you please. Our goal is just simply to cut through all of the enemies right now. This isn't looking,
Don't bother
good.
going after all of them. Cut them.
Alright, so they can also do an attack called Spine. So if their wings start to flicker, make sure that that's the one that you attack. Yeah, this part's super easy. All you have to do is mash the X button. There's nothing complicated about this part. But, for some odd reason, we're running closer and closer to the giant floating ball of water. Alright, so to continue, here's our first actual boss. His only move is Demi, and it cannot kill you. So truly, there's no need to worry.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Alright, so overdrives are the ultimate power moves that every character has. Orange is called Dragon Fang, and to get his to max power, you have to do a series of button combinations. As for T, it's where it continuously attack. As I said, don't use potions. You're not going to die here. Tidus is not allowed to use his sword play, overdrive, spiral cut. The goal is to stop in the middle, just like that. And the faster you do all that stuff is the more damage it can do. Just hit him again. As I said, this early on here, we just have to keep pressing X, so you get accustomed to how the game works. There's nothing too much to this fight. Get used to seeing the sin spawns. They're very common. Anytime that sin's around, you will see a sin spawn somewhere. It's almost guaranteed. Alright, is that enough to end this battle? Yes, it is. Alright, so while Orin continues to walk, here's a save sphere. I won't show me saving every time, however, if you press it, it stores a record of your travels, also fully heals, restores your party's HP and MP. So just keep that in mind. In fact, I'll save it. Alright. So we'll just continuously follow Orin, because I'm sure he knows exactly where he's going.
What are you laughing at, old man? Orin, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
Alright, so this right here introduces you, and I wonder if they're gonna talk here. I can't forget. Do they speak? Okay, no they don't. This right here introduces you to something that this game, you have to kind of pay attention for sometimes, but if you can do this, make sure you do it, and that is environmental, things in the environment you can use to your advantage. So we'll definitely, I'll show that off in like a second, but for now, you're gonna cut through the enemies and they just keep coming back, so really you're running out of options. If the wing starts to flicker, that means that they can do spines, and spines is a super powerful move. So we're just gonna aim at that one, kill him. The best bet now would be that tank right there.
Trust me, you'll see.
Alright, so focus all of your attacks to the tank and just continuously whack away. Even if they do damage to you, it's nothing to be worried about. There's no like boss gonna be coming up. So even if they do damage, it's nothing to fret about. We've almost broke the line. And will that be enough? Yes, it will. Good.
Go.
special. This is it.